Children are often described as the future of every nation. Yet, in Nigeria, that future remains under threat from malnutrition. Nigeria continues to carry one of the world's highest burdens of child malnutrition, with nearly 1 in 3 children under 5 affected by stunted growth. An estimated 2 million children suffer severe acute malnutrition annually, while millions more face food poverty and lack access to nutritious diets needed for healthy development. To address the challenge, state governments and the Federal Capital Territory are increasingly adopting the Child Nutrition Fund, an innovative financing mechanism that matches government investments in nutrition commodities and interventions. Stakeholders say the co-financing model is already helping to strengthen nutrition programs across participating states.
The fund has seen great progress in Nigeria. In 2023, in the last quarter, we had only 3 states investing in the Child Nutrition Fund. As of December 2025, we now have about 20 states who have invested in the fund, unlocking about 7.1 billion naira. This means that we have, through the fund, also matched the investment of the government with 7.1 billion naira. However, I would like to say that while this is good progress and it seems like a lot of money, this is not sufficient enough to address the issue of malnutrition in the country.
From 2023 to 2025, we're in 2026. Already the monies that states have been able to put down domestic financing for nutrition is put at about 7.1 billion naira. That's huge to be able to procure these life-saving nutrition commodities. And since it's one-to-one matching, if you do the maths, 7.1 billion is put down, you have additional 7.1 billion naira adding to it. It means we've been able to get from that 2023 to this 2026 where we've been able to procure commodities, these commodities worth over 14 billion naira.
Experts say the focus extends beyond treatment to prevention. They emphasize the need to improve exclusive breastfeeding, strengthen maternal nutrition, expand access to diverse diets, and increase community-based nutrition services. They also note that with children accounting for nearly half of Nigeria's population, investments in nutrition are critical to improving health outcomes and building future human capital.
What we would like to see is that all states, the 36 plus 1 states, invest in the Child Nutrition Fund quickly this year and in the future year on year. In addition, we hope that the states follow the example of states like Katsina, Jigawa, Adamawa, Plateau, which have made big, bold investments. So we're not talking about small investments of 100 million from a state, but big, bold investments, 1 billion naira, 2 billion naira, to ensure that our children and our women, particularly in the first 1,000 days of life, from pregnancy to 2 years, are healthy, and that Nigeria, who is a signatory to the Convention on the Rights of the Child, is able to uphold its commitment to ensure that every child in Nigeria, every Nigerian child, has the right to adequate nutrition.
And only one state has released 125 million naira to procure commodity. What's happening to the remaining 35 states plus the FCT? For example, in the FCT today, if you go to the primary health care centers, some of them, they don't have these commodities. So why would you not seize this opportunity to do what? To buy these commodities and make sure children's life, women's life are saved in our states.
Nutrition advocates maintain that stronger state ownership and sustained funding remain essential to addressing the challenge at scale. They say effective implementation and accountability will determine the impact of ongoing interventions.
Nutrition, we know, is very important, and malnutrition contributes to over 15% of child mortality. Okay, so we know very well, and we are collaborating with all relevant partners, particularly UNICEF and other partners, to ensure that provide all the necessary support to our women and children across FCT.
The roundtable, therefore, provides us with a platform to take ownership and institutionalize the CNF fund within the national and the state level, even the LGA level, as a financial framework. It helps us to advocate for timely release, because it is expected that this will be in our work plan.
We are already collaborating with CSON in all their projects, and NSF-CSON will continue to give technical research and technical support to ensure malnutrition reduction to minimum level in Nigeria.
As more states and the FCT commit resources and leverage development partnerships, stakeholders believe the Child Nutrition Fund could play a key role in accelerating progress against malnutrition and improving the well-being of millions of children. However, for many advocates, the success of these efforts will ultimately be measured not by commitments made, but by healthier children, stronger communities, and better opportunities for the next generation. In Abuja, Josephine Bitrus, Rapid TV News.